Planetary boundaries. What are they? Was that what you've come to find out? I thought the title was good, and it's actually come from, which I will mention, from work that's really done in climate change by climate scientists. And there's a paper by a guy called Rohan Rockstrom, which came out in 2009, that introduced the notion of planetary boundaries. And it was really a landmark paper, because what it was doing was talking about the limits that the humans can take out of the globe in a variety of different ways. And it created a huge debate among climate scientists. And it's now, there's a new version of it, and I'll just mention a little bit about it in a moment, called Planetary Boundaries, which has come out in Science, and I'll explain a little bit about it and how that's occurred. But I think the notion of planetary boundaries is quite an interesting one. And where I try and enter it is to look at this not just within the climate change debate, but in the broader environmental, economic and social debate. Because planetary boundaries are occurring across all of those activities. So what I'm proposing to do is to talk about three sets of planetary boundaries: environmental, economic and social. And then to look at the interfaces between them, because I feel that's quite an interesting, what's actually happening at the global level. And then, having spent a little bit of time on that, and you'll all say, well, what's this got to do with transport, or what's this got to do with anything really that we're interested in, is to come down to the urban mobility level and to look at some of these issues within a much more constrained environment before sort of coming to some conclusions. But I think there are big impacts for the way in which people do things, mobility patterns, the way in which people get around. It's suggesting that within the system there is increasing instability, which is manifest in a variety of different ways. And what the climate scientists are trying to do is to look at notions of tipping points, which is what others are also trying to do within the social sciences. So it's trying to look at what's actually happening and how these might work together. So if we look first then at this is the environmental, this is the planetary boundaries. And as I said, this was work done by Rohan Rockstrom